You're on a bathroom floor and you can't breathe. Not struggling to breathe, not gasping for air, just not breathing at all. Your chest isn't moving, your lungs won't expand. You're trying, your brain is sending the signal, but nothing is happening. Like the wire between your brain and your diaphragm has been cut, you're still conscious. For a few more seconds, you can hear muffled voices outside the door, panicked, distant. Someone is pounding, but you can't move, can't call out, can't do anything but lie there while your vision tunnels and your lips turn blue. And then everything goes black. You didn't plan to die tonight. You were just doing a line of what you thought was cocaine. One bump. The same thing your friend just did 30 seconds ago. He's fine, laughing in the other room, but you got the line with fentanyl in it, and the amount that's killing you right now is smaller than a grain of salt. Rewind 2 hours. You're at a party. Someone you trust pulls out a bag of white powder, says it's clean, says it's good. You're not a heavy drug user. Maybe you've done cocaine a few times. At parties, you're stressed. You want to let loose. So you take the baggie. You pour a small line. You roll up a bill. You lean down. You inhale. And 7 seconds later, fentanyl hits your brain. Here's what fentanyl does. It's a synthetic opioid, 50 times stronger than heroin, 100 times stronger than morphine. When fentanyl enters your bloodstream, it rushes to your brain. It locks onto opioid receptors, the same receptors that regulate pain, pleasure, and your respiratory drive. The signal that tells your brainstem to breathe, inhale, exhale runs through those receptors. Fentanyl doesn't just activate them, it floods them, overwhelms them, shuts down the automatic breathing command completely. Your brainstem stops telling your diaphragm to contract. You stop breathing. Not slowly, instantly. Within 60 seconds, your respiratory system shuts down completely. And here's why it's so deadly. The dose that gets you high and the dose that kills you are almost identical. With heroin, there's a margin. You have time, warning signs. With fentanyl, there's no margin. 2 milligrams can get you high, 3 milligrams can kill you. That's the difference. 1 milligram. An amount you cannot see, cannot measure, cannot detect. And fentanyl isn't evenly distributed. It clumps. One line might have nothing. The next line from the same bag might have a lethal dose. You're playing Russian roulette, and you don't even know the gun is loaded. Here's what happens when you stop breathing. Your brain needs oxygen. Constantly. It has no backup. When you stop breathing, your brain starts dying. Immediately. After 2 minutes, you lose consciousness. After 4 minutes, brain cells start dying. After 6 minutes, permanent brain damage begins. After 10 minutes, you're brain dead. And you're lying there. Lips blue, skin gray, not moving. People think you're just high, nodding off. They don't realize you're not breathing until it's too late. Naloxone can reverse it. Narcan. It kicks fentanyl off your receptors and restores breathing. But it has to be administered immediately. And with fentanyl, 1 dose often isn't enough. You need 2 doses, 3, sometimes 4. Because fentanyl is so strong, it fights back. And even then, you might not make it. Because by the time someone realizes you're not breathing, you've been without oxygen for too long. Here's the cruelest part. You don't have to be an addict. You don't have to be reckless. You just have to take 1 pill you thought was Xanax, 1 line you thought was cocaine. That's it. Fentanyl is killing people who've never touched opioids before. College students who bought Adderall to study, people at concerts who thought they were taking MDMA. Because fentanyl is in everything now. Cocaine, fake pills, heroin, meth, MDMA. And there's no way to know by looking, no way to know by taste. The only way to know is to test it, and most people don't. They trust their dealer, they trust their friend, they think it won't happen to them. And then it does. One moment they're fine, the next moment they're on the floor, not breathing. Blue, unresponsive, gone. Not because they wanted to die, but because they took something they thought was safe. And the invisible amount of fentanyl in it shut their brain off in 60 seconds. That's why you don't want to overdose on fentanyl. Because you won't see it coming. You won't feel it happening. And you won't get a second chance.